Hey guys, welcome to Briannosaurus Rex Makeup. Today we are going to be doing a Halloween makeup tutorial, dead face. I've had a lot of people wonder how I do it and all that stuff. First step, get rid of whatever makeup you currently have on. So I usually use Almay eye makeup remover wipes, but I don't have any, can't find them. So a little bit of lotion on a little cotton pad works well enough, plus it moisturizes too. So just do your best to not get it in your eye. Alright, good enough. So, gonna start with a foundation base. Any foundation will work. I don't use anything super duper fancy. I do really love this stuff. Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect. It's by no means like much lighter than my skin or anything. We're gonna be doing the whole like lightening up, paling out process with a pressed powder after this. Also, one pump is enough from this stuff. Just kind of, you know, go like this, and then just blot it all over your face. And then we will be using a brush to blend it in. Do not wipe it all over your face because you'll streak and it'll look bad. I like using a little boogie brush for this. This one is from Bare Minerals. I've had it for years. But basically, any brush like this will work. A foundation brush, those little blending sponges, whatever. So this is just to give us a nice base. I am fairly rosy. I don't know if you can tell. I'm kind of pink all over the place. Blame the Irish in me. But so this just kind of helps give you a better base for when you actually put on your powder. Now, I'm a huge fan of inexpensive makeup. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be using in my videos, especially for stuff like this, for like Halloween makeup tutorials, is going to be stuff you can just get at like the drugstore. I absolutely love Wet n Wild. This is what I'm going to be using to kind of pale out my skin. It's just Coverall pressed powder in Fair, 821B. So just take your little sponge, and go to town. Also, do not wipe this on, tap it on. Just a note. Alright, so we're pretty paled out. One way to pale out your lips is to use just chapstick, make sure they're moisturized. And, I mean, you can use a number of things. You can use liquid foundation, doesn't really taste the best, but also love, love, love Burt's Bees Honey. Me personally, I like to use the same powder that I put all over my face. Just make sure that your lips are moisturized. Another thing you can use, again, Wet n Wild Coverall Cover Stick. This is in light. Just because it goes on easy like a lipstick, you can kind of like blend it in if you need to. Make sure your lips are moisturized though. I just take this stuff, rub my finger in it, and go to town. ta-da, your lips are peeled out. Also, I would not recommend using the sponge. Use your finger because if you're anything like I am, you're going to use that sponge to put it on your lips, and then you're going to get chapstick on your sponge, and then you're going to be putting something on your face later with that same sponge. You'll be like, oh my god, why is there chapstick on my face? Just a heads up. Also, I really love doing it this way because when you decide to have a sip of your witch's brew, it doesn't come off, which is great. I actually did this tutorial last night with an extra step, and I was drinking Diet Coke last night, and it wasn't coming off as I was drinking, so this is something that you can go to a party where, not worry about it coming off. I mean, you may have to reply after having several witch's brews or magic potions that make me good at stuff, but mwah. So nice and peeled out. So now we're gonna go to the actual like eye makeup. So to start the eye makeup, I will say that I absolutely love these brushes. They are Eco Tools, which I got at Walgreens. They came in like a little pack like this. I think I paid $8 or $9 for them. They're great. I love them. Couple different eyeshadow brushes, stuff like that. Foundation brush and eyeliner stuff and whatnot. So just take your eyeshadow brush and just start putting black eyeshadow around your eyes. Just kind of follow like your eye socket basically. Okay, so my eye's pretty blacked out. Just kind of blend stuff around. Now do the same thing on your other eye. Also, I am using, if I forgot to mention it, Wet n Wild. Again, this is Panther. It's a fairly matte black eyeshadow. Like I said, I love inexpensive makeup because it's great for stuff like this because you don't have to worry about spending a ton of money and then wasting it on stuff. I think I paid 99 cents for that little block of black eyeshadow. So, next eye. Alright, so this side looks a lot darker than this side. I promise it's just a trick of the light. Oh. Maybe it's not a trick of light. A little bit better. Okay. So, just kind of soften up your edges, run your fingers around. I have no problem getting my fingers dirty. You can definitely do this with a makeup brush or a sponge or, you know, whatever you have handy that you feel like blending with. Like I said, I don't mind using my fingers. I prefer to use my fingers. So, just kind of blend that in. So, next we're going to add a red color. I'm just using a loose powder from Bare Minerals. This is Red Velvet Cake. It's very shimmery, which, I mean, it's not awful. It's not the worst thing you can do, but I really recommend trying to use as much matte makeup as possible just so you don't wind up looking like a dead disco ball. So basically with this, you're just going to kind of go around your eye where the black is and just kind of blend it in. Okay, so you can see kind of that reddish, bruised kind of look I have going now. Just kind of blend this in all over the place. Pull it down, pull it around, so on and so forth. So eyes are pretty much done. Just make sure that you blend. Kind of pull it down. Also, if you have any gunk in your eyes, get it out because it will streak your makeup. And it's not a cute look. So, dead eyes are pretty much done. You can blend this in or out as much or as little as you'd like. I actually like to line my eyes a little bit just to add a little more effect. So I usually get pretty close to my lash line. You don't need to. You can, if you slip or, you know, whatever, and it smudges a little bit, that's fine. That's actually kind of preferred, simply because it adds to that kind of dead look. Alright, so, oh my lord. Now that, you know, your eyes are kind of lined and dead makeup is, well, dead eye makeup is mostly done, we can get to kind of contouring. I'll say contouring because that's kind of what you're doing, but making your face kind of look sunken in. Because with cheeks like these, nobody's gonna believe you're dead. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to take just like a basic kind of gray, and I have this little color palette here, and I really like using this wine color and this gray color right here. The gray I use to make my cheeks look sunken in, and the wine color I actually use for kind of darkening all this up, which I'm going to do. Also, be sure to clean your brushes in between makeup applications. That way you're not like, oh my god, why is this side so much darker than the other? Well, because you didn't clean your brushes off. Alright, so alright, so blend, 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 blend. The big thing here is blending. Okay, so then we go to shading your cheeks. Again, clean your brush off. So I'm just going to take this gray color. I have no idea where this palette came from, when I got it, how I got it. But, I mean, it's kind of like a steel gray color. So, I mean, if you can find like a wine color, steel gray, you should be fine with all this stuff. So, the best way to find where you're going with this is to suck your cheeks in. I have a lot of cheek to suck in, so. And just kind of follow, like, just underneath your cheekbone, from, like, the hollow of your cheek, if you suck them in, just up underneath your cheekbone to, like, where it meets, like level with your tragus, which is this nubbly little thing right here. And just do that on both sides. Just kind of blend it. Doesn't need to be perfect. you can already see that it looks like I'm sucking my cheeks in, but I'm really not. It's really hard to suck these cheeks in. So, this is what it should look like as of current. Alright, and because I do... Good lord, what is my hair doing? Whatever. I do like my eyes to pop. I always put mascara on. Just kind of highlights and brings your eyes out a little bit more, which isn't a bad thing. Can never go wrong with that. So I'm actually using, to attest to what a nerd I am, this is CoverGirl Star Wars mascara. It's 9 of 10. Very black. And the Supersizer. So, kind of a goofy little brush, if you can kind of see that. I always put on a pretty heavy coat of mascara because I like my lashes to be as black as my heart and as long as a list of people I hate. So, kind of make sure I pop a little bit more. And then just repeat with whatever mascara of your choice on the other eye. And there we have it. So this is full-blown dead face. You can make it as pretty or as dead as you'd like to. Really simple. Like I said, all you need is a base foundation, a powder that's several shades lighter than your skin. I love Wet n Wild. Black eyeshadow, preferably matte. Again, I love Wet n Wild. And a deep red eyeshadow, something kind of like a wine color. And then basically you have it. So a little bit of gray eyeshadow to hollow out your cheeks, and you're all done. Hope you guys like this tutorial. Oh, definitely check back. Hope you guys enjoyed it.